Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world calls God. Yahweh Shai being the name of his beloved Son, who the world inwardly calls Jesus. It's the brother Yair Radah, the WFI Indiana camp, coming at y'all with a quick cold cut through the spirit. Take about 5 minutes, right, and just go into examination. Straight up and down, that's something that needs to be done daily. You can't just examine yourself once a year on Day of Atonement. And you say, yep, well, I'm good, right? I don't have to examine. No, you got to examine yourself daily. You should examine yourself as much as possible, right? Or you're not doing it 2 times a year and it's right before Passover. And then the next time you do it is later in the year for Day of Atonement. No, you got to do it every day, man. You got to be serious about this thing, man. You have to constantly check in and examine and check up on yourself and ask yourself sincerely, is there anything in you that is not pleasing in the sight of the Lord, man? And if the answer is yes, there is something in you that's not pleasing in the sight of the Lord, which everybody got things that's unpleasing in the sight of the Lord, then guess what? You got to do everything that you can to try to purge that wickedness from you, to try to remove that spirit of whatever it is upon you, to remove it from you. You understand? And it's a constant process. It's a constant process. It's constant. It's not like you're going to do it once and then all of a sudden everything is okay, because these spirits come back, man. Right? These things come back. Let me get that real fast in Matthew. Or so like let me get that in Luke. All right, it's the book of Luke, chapter 4. All right, it's the book of Luke, chapter 4, and verse 13. And it reads, and when the devil, right, I'm going to start at 12, right? It says, and Yahweh Shai answering said unto him, it is said, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. And when the devil had ended all these temptations, he departed from him for a season. So just because you do it once don't mean, oh yeah, I'm never going to do that again, or I'm never going to think about that again, or I'm never this, or I'm never that again. Nah, Satan is going to always try to tempt you. Satan is always going to try to, you understand, do certain things to cause you to have those certain impurities, right? That's his job. It is what it is. That's his job. But with that, we got to be on the other end, what? Hey, playing defense, man. Something pop up, guess what? Hey, we got to clear that out, man. You understand? We got to get it out the paint, all right? And remove it, you understand, far from the tabernacle, all right? Let's go to the book of Lamentations, chapter 3 and verse 40, right? It says, let us search and try our ways and turn again unto the Lord. And that's exactly what we got to do daily. You have to search out yourself, man. You literally have to search out the things that, you know, could cause you to fall, or that are causing you to fall. You understand? And what you have to search out, try your ways, and guess what? You got to return back to the Most High God, man. You got to return back to the Lord. Just like I tell you in Baruch, you understand? 4:28, right? It was your mind to go astray, right? Since it was your mind to go astray, guess what? Hey, seek him 10 times more, meaning, hey, go harder. Pick yourself back up and go even harder. Rebuke these different spirits, remove these spirits from your tabernacle, and then, hey, keep it pushing. Go harder, right? Go harder and harder in the spirit, because guess what? Just because you remove that spirit from you, guess what? Satan gonna go harder too. And by default, what you got to do? Hey, you gotta amp it up. You got to keep amping it up, because if you don't, you'll be overtaken. Least you stay at this level, and Satan continuing to level up. All right. Let's go to the book, all right, of 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 12. Right? It says, wherefore let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall. So if you looking at yourself and you saying to yourself, oh, I don't have nothing wrong, or I'm okay, or this or that, or oh, I'm all good, then guess what? You going off and you lying to yourself. You look in the mirror and you examining yourself and you telling yourself, well, I don't know what I got to work on. Guess what? You ain't looking hard enough. You're not looking hard enough. Right? Neither are you being honest with yourself. All right. So you better take heed lest you fall, man. But examine yourself daily. Examine these different things daily, each and every single day. All right. Actually, let's go to the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 5, right, in verse 10. It says, for we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, that every one may receive the things done in his body according to that he have done, whether it be good or whether it be bad. And guess what? We all have to answer to those different things. But guess what? While you in this truth, you want your good to outweigh the bad. All right, your good, you want it to outweigh the bad and not be something that is, you understand, the pole is just like that. You know, it's not in your favor. You want it to be in your favor. With all your might and with all your strength, you got to try harder and harder each and every single day to see to that. But that can't happen unless you're examining yourself. And in the process of examining yourself, you identifying the issues and the problems that you need to remove from your spirit. All right. Even the smallest things, because, hey, if you don't take heed to the small things too, hey, you'll fall, man. You'll fall. All right. Or those small things that'll add up to bigger things. Eventually, over time, it's like a snowball effect. It was started off small and now it's picking up other stuff. Now, because you didn't pay attention to that, now other stuff is gravitating towards it. Now you got a big giant snowball, man, of a huge problem because you didn't look at the small things either. You didn't pay attention to them. Examine yourself daily. Pay attention to all things, man. You understand? And constantly, right? Work on yourself. Look at yourself. Identify the things that are not pure in the sight of the Lord and remove those different things. You understand? And replace them with the things, right, that are. Right? Lord willing, brothers and sisters, edified, right? Kwam Yasha Allah, Shalom.